Part two. Sorry, guys. I'll figure this out. Um, um, we hear a lot of people say that we'll ask them like what their husband's birthday is, or our caregiver should come through here, or just friends that we know, and or how old their husband is or something, and they'll be like, and then they'll tell us. So we're like, now come on. Now, yeah, I know Jason's 2 years older than I am. Come on, and I've maybe I have to think about how old I am. Okay, but maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know, but um, or we'll be like, or it's like Valentine's Day or something, or it's their spouse's birthday or whatever, and we'll be like, so what are you going to get them? And they're like, well, I don't really know what he likes. And we're like, how do you not know what he likes? You know what I mean? It's Jason will tell you guys, I'm sure, if he hasn't already. He just watches me. No, that's not creepy. It's cool. We'll go in the store, and he's just like, he'll watch what I'm picking up, and if I put it down right away, probably I saw something. I'm like, oh, I don't want that. Never mind. Whatever. But if I'm looking at it, like smiling, he kind of gets this idea. I like what I'm looking at. Um, it's not hard. We really don't know what people are having trouble with. But a lot of couples we know don't like to do the things their partner does. Now, I can't say I like everything Jason likes, and he can't say he likes everything that I do. That's fine. That's okay. Um, but we have a fair idea. If we don't like it, um, we've tried it. Um, if I had someone to play with, I'd be playing D&D, I'm sure. I used to, and I used to love it, and still do love it. That's not Jason's thing. But, he knows I like to play, and I won't, I'm not the kind to just sit there and play for days on end and not come home and not eat lunch and not be, but he'll go, we have this Astral Castle store, a gaming store here in Midland, and we go there. We hang out with the owner. He's a real awesome guy. He's super, super nice, and I'll look around, and I want a game, but then I'm like, I've been so out of the loop forever and ever that I don't know if I could get back into it, but if I could, I mean, Jason wouldn't have a problem with that, and he knows I like to do that. So it's just, he goes around with things that I like, even if maybe he doesn't like it or he doesn't understand it. So, and I do that with him. So we'll watch movies that maybe we don't necessarily get into as much as the other person, or but it's just about communicating to me. Like, he communicates to me, hey, I want to watch this. I know it's not your thing. See there, he knows it's not my thing, but, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll check it out with you. I know it's not my thing either, but I can certainly give it a go, and maybe I'll end up liking it, or maybe I won't, but and then that would be something for us to talk about after the movie. So it's kind of interesting, even if you don't like what your partner necessarily, their interests, maybe, you could talk about it later and see why you didn't like it, or maybe you did get into it and be like, hey, this is actually kind of cool, but a lot of people, they won't even try that. It's like, oh well, that's not my thing, so that's what he does by himself with his friends or whatever, and I stay out of it. Well, yeah, I mean, you can do that if that's what you two talked about, and that's what makes you happy, and you're okay with it. But just personally, Jason and I just like to at least check other um, things out, and just see maybe why we don't like it. But communication, I can't stress enough how important. If no one talks about anything, I mean, you wouldn't know each other's likes, dislikes, favors, fears, anything. There wouldn't be anything you would know about the other person if you didn't talk about things. Now, we have arguments, like I said. Everyone does, but why I said it's okay is I really feel like this isn't just I really do feel like if two people never argue about anything, I feel like that is a lack of communication. Now, you don't necessarily have to argue, you can just talk about it, yeah, but if you never disagree on anything, then we've seen some wives or vice versa, just husbands or whoever, just try to please the other person, like they don't want to get in a confrontation of any kind. Well, with communication and love driving your relationship, the chance of argument is less. Now, yeah, you can disagree. You can sure disagree on something. I mean, we disagree all the time, but that doesn't mean we argue all the time. I mean, but it's just about getting what you want, getting what you expect, getting what they expect, getting what they know about it, all these things together, and you can sure talk about anything. Now, when Jason and I got together, we were trying to figure out how to make all this work. He's a crib, I'm a crib, how is this going to work? He has been in a few relationships, like most people. Before me, he was married before me, and before that he had a serious girlfriend, and so I am his first serious relationship person who is in a crib, who is in a wheelchair. I'm at 8 minutes. Okay, so I'm trying to think of how this is going to work out, because that he's only basically been with walking women, and B, that this was my first relationship ever. Now I've tried it. Oh my gosh, I've tried dating in high school. I've asked a guy out and they said no, and I'm not being, but you just know. There's certain things you just know, and I'm like, okay, well, he doesn't want to date a chick in a chair. Because how can, I've asked a few guys and they've all said no, and I'm like, okay, well, first of all, I'm kind of traditional. I think the guy should ask the girl, but okay, fine, I'll ask you because I know you're a little shy, whatever. Nah, I never had a date, I never was kissed, all this stuff, And then my mom, she saw things maybe the way I didn't see them when I was young. She's like, well, you should find a nice guy in a wheelchair and get with him. And at that time, I'm like, Mom, no. Why would I do that? I'm in a wheelchair. I know my limitations. I know my struggles. Why would I get with somebody who has the same problems as me? Not doing it. No way. This video is about to cut out. Oh, I hate this. I will continue my story in 2 seconds.